Final Cat. Shout out to Culture Spirit, and most importantly, Mars Film. Shout out to y'all for tapping in. This video as Kanye West exposes Jay-Z of sacrificing Aaliyah for Beyonce. Now this topic keep coming back up. A lot of people in my comment section was, you know what I'm saying, talking to me, was conversating, and they was like, they don't believe this is true because a lot of people always tried to put Aaliyah and Beyonce like in some type of beef and feud, and that's not far-fetched for the simple fact that they try to put a lot of, you know, female artists against each other to beef and stuff like that. It still happens today, but I don't know how true this situation is because Kanye been going off the handle. Like, he's been not holding back on nothing that he really feel or gotta say. Without further ado, we're gonna get straight into the video.
That we can probably agree on is that sacrifices take place in Hollywood. You know it, I know it, and Kanye West sure as hell knows it.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Not
You see, it
you.
ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
And do you know why those people can be controlled according to
Kanye said it's up. It's up.
Kanye? Because they all took somebody's life and he didn't. And when it comes to Jay-Z and Beyonce, the life they've always been in the spotlight for taking is Aaliyah's. Well, possibly among others, but today, let's just focus on Aaliyah, okay? So, when Aaliyah had that tragic plane crash, a lot of people said that her death was just not adding up, which wasn't far-fetched considering we were getting information literally 2 decades after the crash. Like how after the crash, it was confirmed much later that the small twin-engine plane exceeded its maximum weight limit by several hundred pounds. Plus, the weight was not evenly distributed, which would have made the plane harder to control once it got into the air. And why would Aaliyah be so insistent on getting on this small plane?
I mean, they said the pilot was heavy intoxicated. You know, drugs was found in his system and all stuff like that, and he was not supposed to fly the plane. I don't know. And this situation makes me think about the whole Kobe Bryant situation for the simple fact that I think they said that pilot wasn't supposed to be flying a helicopter or whatever too. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not connecting those situations, of course, but I'm just saying it makes me remind me like of Kobe Bryant, that whole situation.
When it was clearly overloaded with baggage, especially when there was a charter plane set to pick her up the next day. Well, about that, in case you've never heard the reason, there was a man in Abaco Islands named Kingsley Russell who said that he watched Aaliyah being taken on board the flight while she was asleep, knocked out by a pill that a member of her team had given her. I mean, these things definitely make it look like the death was hella planned. It also doesn't help that Aaliyah actually sort of had a premonition of her death when she did an interview in Paris just weeks before she died, and this is what she said. "It's dark in my favorite dream. Someone is after me, don't know why, I got fear. Then suddenly I lift off. I fly away, far away. No one can reach me. No one can touch me. It's a wonderful feeling." The sudden liftoff that she was talking about was possibly a representation of death, but she was still unaware. But weeks later, Aaliyah's plane crashed in the Bahamas, and since then, there has always been a conspiracy theory that Jay-Z sacrificed Aaliyah so that Beyonce could rise. And of course you won't believe it if you don't see receipts, right? That's why I got you. Okay, the first thing that people have always used to connect the dots between Aaliyah and Beyonce is surprisingly their names. And based on the research I did, Aaliyah means the highest, most exalted one, and Beyonce means one who is beyond others. Do you already see a problem there? Because just based on the names alone, these are two women who wanted to be the best. But there was only enough room for one. And Jay-Z had been slammed for years for sacrificing Aaliyah for Beyonce. And you won't believe what has been said about the reasons why Jay-Z allegedly sacrificed Aaliyah for Beyonce. Apparently, part of it was due to jealousy. For those who may not be aware, back in the day, Jay-Z wanted to date Aaliyah, but Aaliyah was not quite into him. And instead of dating Jay-Z, Aaliyah went ahead and dated his friend, Damon Dash. Dash even confirmed that Jay-Z definitely had something for Aaliyah when he told Page Six he tried very hard. I did not mean to fall in love with Aaliyah. She was just that cool. But you know, we were both going hard. Everybody was trying to get to Aaliyah. It was not just Jay. According to Dash, he didn't even know Jay-Z had feelings for Aaliyah before he started dating her. And he added, I did not know Jay was trying to holler at her. But then it just happened like that. He was trying, I was trying, everybody was trying. He was going hard. There was actually a time when Jay-Z hosted a party, and according to someone who attended, Jay-Z didn't show up with the girl, and that's because he had his eyes on Aaliyah. And dang! According to the photos that were taken that night, Jay-Z was indeed all over Aaliyah. The person who attended the party also said, I saw that Jay-Z was trying to get close to Aaliyah, but didn't think too much of it at the time. I probably thought they were just friends or making music together. Now that Damon has said what he said, it all makes sense. Jay-Z was all over Aaliyah. They were hugging each other and you could totally see there was chemistry between them. I knew that Damon was going out with her, so I did think it was a little weird. Even Jaguar Wright, during one of her recent spills, also suggested that there was definitely foul play in whatever happened to Aaliyah.
I think everybody that knows Sean Carter knows.
Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all for telling me who Jaguar Wright is too. I didn't know who she was before, but now I do.
That he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't get if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner, but to do it the way he did it, it's malicious. But maybe that was because he was the girl that didn't want you.
Jaguar Wright also actually said that it was a bit weird that Aaliyah died at a time when Beyonce's solo career was struggling, but soon after her death, Beyonce became the talk of the town.
They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah died.
Well, if you ask a lot of people, they will tell you that it's because Aaliyah was sacrificed for Beyonce to rise. And this whole sacrifice thing goes beyond just eliminating Aaliyah for Beyonce's sake. Apparently, there was also a lot of cultisms involved, and one person who confirmed this was former NFL player Larry Johnson, who was a close pal of Jay-Z.
Well, it's obviously they've been controlled by Satanism. I mean, I'm not really scared to say that. We all know Luciferians, Freemasons, and all occult knowledge that was drugged up from Egypt have now surfaced itself in American society. Obviously, they're not serving the same Most High God that I am. And that's what makes us enemies, that I stand for a completely different doctrine, a completely different nation, and a completely different truth than he does.
Also, remember when Jay-Z came out with a remix of Aaliyah's song, I Miss You? And in the song, he said, you used to read Seed of the Soul? Those were not just words, by the way. Seed of the Soul is actually a book about opening your third eye. And once your third eye is opened, your intuition is at its highest peak. Maybe that's why Aaliyah was talking so much about her dreams weeks before she passed on. It's possible that her third eye was open and she was being warned of something, but she didn't have enough time to put the pieces together correctly. And here's a conspiracy theory that will definitely leave your jaw on the floor. Jay-Z sacrificed Aaliyah and got with Beyonce as a cover-up, and for their sacrifice to go full circle, Blue Ivy had to be born in the same birth month as Aaliyah. I know, it sounds really crazy, but the things that Blue Ivy has been associated with are also equally insane. Like when she was born, people started coming up with all sorts of theories, like how Blue Ivy backward is Elup Uv, and the letters apparently translate into Latin as Lucifer's daughter. There were also claims that Blue is an acronym for Born Living Under Evil, while Ivy stands for Illuminati's very youngest. Anyways, fans certainly agreed that for Beyonce to be who she is, Aaliyah had to die. Like one person who wrote on Twitter, Beyonce is only as big as she is because Aaliyah died. Someone else also wrote,
What's your opinion on that? Let me know.
Aaliyah was supposed to be where Beyonce is. Now they saying that girl was instead of it being a freak accident. I believe it. Well, there are those who say that all these theories about how Aaliyah had to die for Beyonce to rise are just nonsense. Cause apparently, Aaliyah wasn't that great anyway. Like this one person wrote on Twitter, Beyonce surpassed Aaliyah eons ago. And even when she was alive, Destiny's Child was the highest selling girl group of all time. 19-year-old
Child was
Beyonce
killing.
would sing Aaliyah
Destiny Child was killing it. I do give him that. Destiny Child was killing it.
under a table. And another person added, rest in peace to Aaliyah, but why do y'all keep saying that? She wasn't even bigger than Britney. What makes you think that she would even reach Beyonce's toes? So, do you agree that Beyonce would still be a better artist even if Aaliyah was alive today? Or do you believe that Jay-Z sacrificed Aaliyah so that Beyonce could be the star that she is today? And do you think that that is what Kanye West has been trying to tell us? Listen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
I don't know honestly how to really feel about this whole situation. So I'm gonna feed off of what y'all think. So y'all get in the comment section down below. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all for the love and support. Love is love, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video.